Welcome. Let's take a look at our top story. The US has launched an air assault on several sites in Iraq and Syria used by Iran-backed militias. The attacks come in retaliation to the drone strike that killed 3 US service members in Jordan last weekend. The US Central Command said that the strikes were targeted at Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Quds Force and affiliated militia groups. It said that the US military forces struck more than 85 targets, including command and control operation centers, intelligence centers, rockets, missiles, and unmanned air vehicle storages, and logistics and munition supply chain facilities. Meanwhile, CENTCOM has also shared a video of US B-1 bombers taking off for the strikes in Iraq and Syria. The White House said that the American strikes against Iran-linked targets in Iraq and Syria took place over 30 minutes and were apparently successful.
Our munitions are very precise and don't take a lack of cloud cover. We can issue those or conduct those with good cloud cover in an interest of ensuring that we're hitting all the right targets and that we're avoiding unnecessary casualties.
Meanwhile, the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights War Monitor claims at least 18 pro-Iranian fighters were killed in the strikes in eastern Syria. The observatory chief said that at least 26 major sites housing pro-Iranian groups were destroyed, including weapons depots. Now, the Iraqi military has condemned the strikes and said that they could ignite further instability in the region. Iraqi military spokesman Yahya Razul said, and I quote, "These airstrikes constitute a violation of Iraqi sovereignty, undermine the efforts of the Iraqi government, and pose a threat that could lead Iraq and the region into dire consequences," unquote. On the other hand, the United States says that it had informed the Iraqi government prior to carrying out the strikes against the Iran-linked targets. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the strike's goal is to get these attacks to stop.
So the signal is to the IRGC and to these groups, the attacks have got to stop. And they're also this wasn't just a message sending routine tonight. This was about degrading capability, taking away in a more robust way than we have in the past, taking away capabilities by the IRGC and the militant groups.
Earlier, Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi had issued a stern warning against any possible attack by the United States in retaliation. Now, the strikes are believed to be just the first in a multi-tiered response. President Joe Biden released a statement after the attack, which read, and I quote, "The United States does not seek conflict in the Middle East or anywhere else in the world, but let all those who might seek to do us harm know this: if you harm an American, we will respond." Republican Speaker of the House Mike Johnson has hit out at Biden's operation as too little, too late. The strikes come hours after President Biden met with the families of the 3 troops who were killed in Jordan, as the service members' remains arrived in the U.S. Now, the 3 soldiers were identified as William Jerome Rivers, Kennedy Sanders, and Breonna Morfetz.